So as you probably seen a little earlier in the video, I weighed myself today. It's January 1st, 2025. And the results were not shocking. I definitely was worried, almost concerned a bit that my weight had gotten a little further out of hand than I thought. I wasn't sure that I got quite to 300 yet. Although it was a fear of mine, it was one of those things I was a little scared about. Just because I don't know, that number just feels a little scary, a little daunting. But over the last couple of weeks, I just haven't weighed myself. I knew that I haven't been eating the best, and that for the next couple of weeks up until the new year, I kind of was just like, whatever, man, just having fun with it, I guess. Fun, which I'm not so sure it was actually fun for me, but just kind of eating whatever I want because I knew I had a plan on kind of starting fresh, 2025 this year, and kind of getting the weight goal back on track. So I was a bit nervous though that maybe I let it go too further than what I thought it could. I thought I was going to be more in like the 280 range, maybe 285, which is still pretty heavy, only 15-pound difference. But for some reason, just hitting the 300 mark just feels like kind of scary almost. Feels like another year of the lifestyle I had. I could be in a really, really bad place as far as my health goes. So seeing that number, I think, really scared me, and maybe almost a little, I don't know, I guess sad, maybe a little bit, just because like I know I got some real work to do, and it's gonna take some time, and it's not gonna be as quick of a weight loss as I have had in the past. I've gotten heavy in the past before, and I've shrunk back down pretty quickly. From 250 back to 225, or from 250 to I've even been down as lean as 206 at times. No, I feel like I have a solid 75 pounds to lose, and that's a little scary, and for me at least. I definitely think it's doable. I don't think it's an impossible task. In some ways, I'm looking forward to doing it. Seeing obviously the before and after picture will be cool, I guess, in some ways. But this time, I really gotta lock in, really take care of business. I don't even know if I'm going to even do any cheat days for a while. I want to give myself I think at least 2 months. It's kind of what I'm thinking. Because I think by March I'm gonna be I'm gonna be quite a bit down, but I think also mentally I might be a little fatigued of never eating, never breaking the diet, or never really. I don't know if I want to call it a diet as much as I know people are into the whole lifestyle thing now. That is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make it a lifestyle. 300 for me, my body type, maybe isn't so bad in some ways because I'm 6'5", so people definitely notice it, but I don't think they I don't think I notice it as much as maybe people who haven't seen me in a while who do. You kind of just living your life, day to day, and just eating whatever you eat or whatever, and just like going out to dinner, having fun, whatever it is, and then you don't really notice the difference in size of where you were before. But I gotta imagine people who probably seen me just a year and a half ago compared to now are like, what the fuck? I'm sure they gotta be quite shocked for seeing me again if they haven't seen me in a while. Like I said, I was probably walking around 205 to 20 to 225, somewhere in that range for the last. I mean, around the same time, maybe I'd say around the same time last year, probably around 205 to somewhere around between 205 225 for the new year. And so to have put on 75 to 80 pounds over the last year is scary. Although I have been pretty consistently lifting for the most part. I will say I've been in the gym. I think for the last 2 to 3 months, I've gotten 3 to 4 lifts consistently every week. You know, some light cardio each time. At least like probably running a mile or so each time I'm in. Maybe some stairmaster disciplines. So I definitely think I have gained some muscle at least. So that does make me feel a little better about myself. But it's time now. It's time. I think a lot of people are waking up today thinking about their goals and their resolutions or whatever for this year. And I'm no different. I mean, personally, I definitely tried my best to get myself in the motion of like already making certain things a habit so that it wouldn't be so hard to start in the new year for certain things. Like I said, already going to the gym. All right, so I got a factor meal today, which is something that I've already been buying, but definitely skip weeks frequently and kind of just eat out, eat whatever garbage, eat for lunch or whatever. So I've been trying to put some habits in place already, so that I can already be in motion of like working towards getting the goals before the year even started. So now that it's here, we all, for me personally, I gotta turn it turn it up just a notch, couple notches, and just really lock it in. I know it's kind of almost cliche to say now, but actually lock it in to make those next jumps, man. I think getting yourself motivated is one thing. Staying motivated or staying disciplined when you're unmotivated is the hard part, obviously. So day one is a little easier. I'm kind of easing my way into this whole thing. And day one, like I said, it's easy to kind of be pumped up and ready to go, but sustaining, making a sustainable lifestyle, sustainable goals is the goal, I guess. So in 6 to 7 months from now, I want to be back on here and be in a place where I'm really much happier with my body. It might not be completely where I want to be, but much happier situation, much better vibes. So man, it's so wild. I just wish that every time that I was getting ready to go to the gym, that I could remember the feeling that I have right now when I'm leaving the gym. It's like, it's so good. Such a good feeling, man. Such a good feeling to have like put in that work and then just like be on your way back to like wherever and just like feel good about it. Got the endorphins, rolling and just feeling accomplished. You know what I mean? It's just sometimes you forget that shit. It's like every time I'm getting ready to get up and go work out, I always forget that part where I'm like, dang, this is actually gonna make me feel really good about myself and really good about my day. But somehow you still get that like limbic friction. I think Andrew Huberman called it, where you're just like, I don't really want to do it. I don't really want, and you got to kind of fight yourself a little bit to get up and go. So glad I did though. I'm glad I did. Got the year started off right. Nice healthy meal so far. Good workout. Get ready to go watch the Ohio State game. Ohio State Oregon today. Huge if Ohio State wins. Not so huge if they lose, but you know what I mean. It's uh it's an exciting time to still be alive in this thing. We got Arizona and Texas playing right now. But Arizona's down a little bit, but they seem like they're fighting their way back. We'll see what happens with the end of that game. Kind of hoping they figure out a way to come back and win. Um, got a little bet on them earlier. I don't know if I'll end up adding that part to the vlog or not, but had to put a little bet in on them earlier. Took the money line. Took a couple other little things parlayed together. Just a little three-legger, nothing crazy. Hoping that maybe I can pull that one out. That'd be a fun one to win. Definitely a long, long shot, but it'd be interesting. We'll see. Uh, we'll see if we can pull that one out the hat. And then also, man, the Sugar Bowl got delayed 24 hours, which if you know the reason why or whatever, if I don't really want to be the news. I didn't really follow this too closely, but it sounds like somebody decided to ram a truck through a group of people last night in downtown New Orleans. Um, Honestly, super tragic way to start the year with you know 15 people fucking murdered pretty much from what I can understand. It's honestly super sad and feel horrible for those families, but man, I really wasn't expecting that news. I wasn't, obviously no one's ever, when you see big tragedies on the news like that, it's always one of those things like, dang, you never seen that coming. But I just was telling myself last night that I'm gonna kind of stay away from a lot of mainstream news, a lot of uh a lot of negativity, comes from mainstream outlets and stuff like that. And I just personally feel like I got sucked into it a lot last year, especially with the election and everything. It felt like, they was rage baiting me one way or the other, making me like feel like angry about certain things. And it's like, really, man, I just want to find more things to make me feel compassionate for other people. And I found that there is some good sources of news that I found that I feel that exact thing. They're not opinion pieces. They're not those kinds of things, but they're more just in the field journalism, and I kind of appreciate that a lot more than I do just the clickbaity news of the world that we have. But when big tragedies like this happen, it's hard not to kind of get sucked in to watching and seeing and trying to understand what happened. So that is unfortunate, and honestly, I'm gonna have to kind of look over the coverage and probably read a little bit about it just because I want to kind of be informed and understand a little bit what's happening. But for my own mental health, I feel like, man, it's tough to read stuff like that all the time. I hate looking at stories like that. The next tragedy seems like it's just lurking around the corner every single day. So yeah, man, I will hope. I'm wishing everybody a fucking healthy, happy fucking year, man, because that's tough to deal with, tough to see. Hopefully, man, we get some kind of. People say justice, but I don't know if there's really any justice for that. I mean, your loved one's still gone. That's just unfortunate. So yeah, we had to. I didn't plan on getting this heavy. I didn't plan on talking this heavy at all, but sometimes you gotta do it. Sometimes you gotta just speak on the world where things are. But get ready for the Ohio State game. Try to get our mindset right. Try to get focused back on, some good positive stuff. And yeah, man, I think that's pretty much going to be the day. I'm kind of getting locked in for the rest of the year. Starting off the first first day of the year. Sorry, with a nice workout. Hopefully this weekend we're gonna do some real like decluttering of the apartment. Just get some things together. I think that's gonna be an important one. Start writing down some different goals and different things I'm thinking about for the future. I know it.